Alright, welcome back guys. Episode 13 in this disappointing series so far, but we are a young expansion franchise. And we're going to finish this third season. It's the second season that we have paid attention to rigorously. But I'm going to sim the rest. Look through these box scores very briefly. Look at the award winners, go through the playoffs, and then go through the off-season all in this episode. Big things are going to happen, I promise you. And I also promise myself because I'm not very confident in anybody on this team so far, especially O.J. Williams, a bust. And, yep, let's just get started real quick, and I'll finish this season. Alright, before we check the box scores, we have the awards to go through, and a shocking MVP has been chosen. It's Warriors center James Wiseman, 25 points per game, 13 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 1 block, or 2 blocks, 1 steal, 55% from the floor, and 77% at the line. He wins MVP somehow, but I'm not going to change that, obviously. Stan Curry actually won Rookie of the Year. Wow, I did not actually expect this. Another rookie of ours shooting 40% from the floor in their rookie season. 8 points per game, 8 assists per game, 2 rebounds, 1.4 steals. I don't know how the hell he won this, but he did. So I guess we got the best rookie. I guess we did the best we could with the draft. Sixth man of the year, Precious Achiuwa, 20 points per game, really. 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 60% from the field. Jonathan Isaac wins Defensive Player of the Year, 11.6 points, 8 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Most Improved Player, D. Walton, who we faced earlier in the series, actually in this season where he destroyed us. And he gets 13 rebounds, 13 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Pretty good for him. And Stan Van Gundy, Coach of the Year. And here are your All-NBA teams. All-NBA first team consists of Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, Giannis, LeBron James, and James Wiseman. All-NBA second team, Steph Curry, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson, and Joel Embiid. Third team is LaMelo Ball, James Harden, Anthony Davis, Tatum, and Jokic. All-defensive first team, DiVincenzo, Ball, Isaac, AD, and Joel Embiid. Second team, D'Anthony Melton, Chris Paul, Giannis, Kawhi, and Okongwu. All-rookie first team is yours truly, Stan Curry, then Frederick Roy, Iancu Pavin, Kareem Maine, and Irvin Gill. Second team, Matthew Rivers, who has a broken left finger for the Trailblazers. He was taken first overall. Then we have 2 of ours, Deion Peterson and Rudolph Cunningham, and then Glenn Walker and Chris Fuller. And those are your All-NBA teams. Let's go look at these box scores real quick and check out how we did in the season. We ended 23-59, which we'll find out in a few how poor that was in comparison to the rest of the league. We're just going to check our top score in each game so we can get through this pretty quickly. Deion Peterson, 28 points in this game against the Mavs. Then against the Bulls in a win, Deion Peterson, 23 points. Then against the Rockets, Deion Peterson, 18 points. Then against the Magic, Deion Peterson, 18 points. Really stepping up in these games here. Against the Cavs, it's Benjamin this time, 23 and 10. Off the bench for Edmund Benjamin. Then against the Mavericks, Frank Jackson with 21. Cunningham had 20. And a win against the Warriors, O.J. Williams, 19 points. Against the Nuggets in a loss, Peterson, 16 points and 10 rebounds. Against the Trailblazers, Frank Jackson, 16 points and a 32-point loss. 23-point loss to the Grizzlies. It was Bobby Portis off the bench with 18 points in 18 minutes. Against the Pelicans, it's Williams and Peterson both getting 20 points in a loss against the Pelicans. Loss against the Nets, it's Peterson with 17 and Kennard with 17. Then a win against the Knicks, Peterson 18 points, 11 rebounds. Then against the Grizzlies, it's Frank Jackson and Portis each getting 17. Against the Lakers, 19 for Williams. He led our team in scoring. Then a win against the Jazz, we get 22 from O.J. Williams. Then against the Warriors, 20 and 12 from Peterson. Against the Kings in a blowout loss, it's Williams with 17 points. Then against the Thunder, 31 points for Williams. So where is this coming from, dude? Where? I don't want to get mad, but where is this coming from? Like, you're doing worse than last year. You're not returning. Then against the Bulls, a loss by 17 points. Our top scorer was Williams with 27 points. Just for some reason, stepping up in the last month of the year when we could have used it anywhere earlier in the year. And to finish off the last game, lost by 4. 24 from Peterson and 23 from Cunningham. We got a couple of guys that have a bright future. One of them is not O.J. Williams. We'll be trading him away because he's a bust. He sucks. Look at that. It says 7 points. You suck, dude. Here are the playoffs. In the West, the 1 seed Golden State Warriors, 2 seed Pelicans, 3 seed the Timberwolves, 4 seed the Nuggets, 5 seed the Lakers, 6 seed the Suns, 7 seed the Grizzlies, 8 seed the Mavericks. Over in the East, Boston was the 1 seed. Then the 2nd seed was the Heat, the 3 seed the 76ers, the 4 seed the Baltimore Claws. The other expansion team have far outplayed us to this point. We have been no match for them. The Knicks are the 5 seed, the 6 seed the Bucks, 7 seed Nets, 8 seed Pistons. Let's send the playoffs and see what happens. The Celtics move on. The Warriors move on. Both 4 seeds move on. Both 2 seeds. So all the top 4 seeds all moved on after the first round. Then the Pelicans swept the 3 seed Timberwolves. And the Nuggets swept the 1 seed Warriors. Then Boston lost in 7 to the Claws. And the Heat beat the Sixers in 5. Then the Heat took down the Claws in the Eastern Finals in 6 games. And the Pelicans won in 5 games against the Nuggets. Now we got a Pelicans-Heat Finals. And the Pelicans won in 5 games in dominant fashion over the Miami Heat. And Zion Williamson is your Finals MVP. 25 points per game, nearly 10 rebounds, 3 assists, nearly 1 steal, just 2 turnovers, 60% from the field. And the offseason has finally arrived. Thank God it's here. Player retirements. First off, and the GOAT LeBron James has finally retired after 19 years in the league, same as Carmelo Anthony, who was on the Jazz. They both retire. Dwight Howard retires. J.J. Redick retires. Nicholas Batum. George Hill. Gerald Green. Goran Dragic. Jeff Green. Danny Green. Jeff Teague. Isaiah Thomas. And there you go. A lot of guys retired. Most of them players who never even played. Staff retirements: Alvin Gentry, former head coach of the Pelicans, and Tom Thibodeau, the next head coach. They both retire after 30-plus years in the league. Hall of Fame inductees: LeBron James, of course, Dwight Howard, of course, and Carmelo, of course. No surprises there. Jersey retirements: LeBron James has 3 different jerseys retired by the Heat, the Cavs, and the Lakers, all 3 teams that he ever played for. Dwight Howard's Magic jersey retired, and Carmelo's Nuggets jersey retired. League meetings: the one to approve division winners will get the top 3 playoff seeds in each conference based on record, and I will approve this. I think that divisions should matter in the NBA. Currently, they do not. So I think I will approve this. I did this in a separate franchise series that I did by myself off of the camera, and I'll approve that. League realignment is fine. Nobody cares. Now the draft lottery. This is very important. Determines who we try to trade. The Spurs via our pick. If they get that, I don't think that we can trade back for it. I'm not sure if we can. We might be able to, but I don't think we can. We can try, but I doubt it. So we would have had the best odds if we would not have given it away. Was it worth it? Probably not. Especially if this goes poorly. But here we go in the draft lottery. Pick 16 goes to the Magic. Pick 15 goes to the Cavaliers. Pick 14, which should be Charlotte's, goes to Charlotte. No shakeups so far, as pick 13 goes to the Hawks. Still no surprises. And the Bulls get pick 12. Pick 11, which should be the Raptors, stays with Toronto. No shakeups through 6 picks. And the Spurs' other pick remains at 10. Pick 9 goes to the Clippers. So still no changes here in the draft lottery. The Houston Rockets will not have pick 8. They move up. The Pacers get pick 8 instead. The Rockets will be in the top 4. Pick 7 goes to the Wizards. Wow. So the Jazz and the Kings will now both be in the top 4. So Jazz, Kings, Rockets, 3 of the top 4. What about the Spurs? Via our pick, the Thunder remain at 6. Pick 5, which should be the Jazz's pick, but it's not going to be because they're now in top 4. Or actually, I guess the Jazz, via Portland's pick. Yes, okay. The Jazz are going to have 2 top 5 picks, I believe. The Kings with pick 4. The Spurs via us are top 3 still. Pick number 3 goes to the Jazz. So the Jazz have picks 3 and 5. And pick number 2 goes to the Rockets. So we would have had the first overall pick But instead, it's the Spurs. Via us. And now we have thinking to do. What if a second rounder breaks the bank? They don't want to do it. That hurts. I can't blame them. The Spurs are going to take him. We know it to be true. Yep, there he is. Rudolph Marshall. Okay, now we got to think. Now we have to think. That hurts. Pause draft. Any other absolute stars? Let's do who we have scouted. Next best guy is Shane Ramsey, but I don't like him because his potential is low. Ray Frazier, I'm not liking. Derek McLeod, he's 22. Tika Ray, no. Norm Hines, another center. I don't really want to get another center. There's Carson Evans. Pretty good shooter, not a good playmaker, but we could move him to shooting guard. Not a good defender, but apparently high potential. It's apparently going to go around pick 12-ish, maybe a little bit earlier. I think right now he is the best option. His comparison is Terrell Brandon, All-Star. Jamal Crawford, Herb Williams, Ty Lawson, Vince Carter, Hall of Fame for Derek McLeod. Really? Wow. Sean Marion, Bill Cartwright, Adrian Dantley, Dennis Rodman, Shane Ramsey, or DeMar DeRozan, excuse me. Rudolph Marshall was just all NBA. There was no comparison for him. So, if we were to do anything, what pick do we trade for? I think if we're going to take anybody, it's probably going to be Carson Evans. Ralph Cage. All right, we'll trade. Let's sim 5 picks and see what happens. We'll sim until we're at pick 7. The Rockets take Shane Ramsey. Not shocking. The Jazz take Jake Ward. And the Kings will trade this pick and their second pick for Russell Westbrook and a 2027 first round pick. Wow, is that worth it for the Kings? I don't know if I buy that. And they take Fernando Chavez out of Mexico. Pick 5 is Itzy Garay out of Hungary for the Jazz. He has 1 Eurostash year. And one more pick. The Thunder take CJ Blackwell. Okay. Now, because the Wizards traded Westbrook, I'm thinking that they might take Carson Evans, who's listed as a point guard, but he can play shooting guard. So I'll attempt to trade for this pick, but it's not end of the world if we can't. Wizards. I'll add this Jazz pick, obviously, for next year because they're probably not going to be that much improved. And I'll add in Frank Jackson. What do they say? They agreed. Frank Jackson and the pick next year. That's a really good trade for us, I think. So I'll choose a prospect. Now, One more hard look at what we're looking at. Offense initiator for Barry Frazier. Oh, excuse me. God, that was gross. Barry Frazier. 77 overall, 19 years old. Could replace O.J. Williams if we took him. But he's not good at any one thing. His three-pointer is worse than O.J. Williams's, but I doubt that he would shoot as bad. Andrew Stanley. Floor spacing slasher. Good inside score. That's about it. Not a high potential. Lou Yee, Derek McLeod, who we saw, Norm Hines. He's not worth it. I think Carson Evans is the pick right here. He can shoot. Needs to work on defense, but his potential is apparently high. And I'm taking Carson Evans with this pick. And this guy, Rob Mahoney says, born a distributor. Carson Evans, 9.2 assists per game, was the best in the nation last year. His impeccable court vision will no doubt help him excel at the next level. But Stan Curry is our point guard, so we're going to move him to shooting guard. All right, we'll go through the rest of the first round. And the Pacers trade 8th overall pick to the Thunder for Montrezl Harrell and the Heat's first round pick this year. The Thunder take Derek McLeod out of St. Louis. The Clippers with pick 9 take Mao Chung-Soo out of China. The Spurs take Sammy Elliott. So they got two backcourt guys in Sammy Elliott and Rudolph Marshall, a point guard and shooting guard. And that's who they got. Nice little mohawk from that guy. They take two really good guys in the top 10. Pick 11 for the Raptors, Ralph Cage. The Bulls take Adrian Gilmore, another point guard. So we definitely made the right choice going after Carson Evans III, because he would have been gone by this point. Another point guard goes. Dennis Rush, this time out of Baylor, goes. That's like 5 point guards in this draft so far. The Hornets take shooting guard Bruce Jennings out of Fordham. The Cavs take Andrew Stanley, this time small forward out of Wyoming. The Magic take Barry Frazier. The Nets take Casey Moore out of Arkansas, small forward. The Pistons take center Patrick Morris out of SMU. The Rockets, their second first-round pick, they take Ulf Norberg out of Sweden. The Grizzlies take Norm Hines, center out of Massachusetts. And the Knicks have two straight first-round picks. The first one is Lou Yee out of China, point guard. And now they take another point guard, for some reason, Ed Castro. So now they have, not only do they have Luther Blair, who's a point guard, they have Lou Yee and Ed Castro. The Knicks make no sense. The Suns take point guards have been like over half of this draft. Cameron Torres this time goes. Let me guess, a point guard? Yep, Freddie Toole out of Australia. What is going on here? At pick 25, the Sixers finally take a different position as a shooting guard. Dimitri Alech. I don't even know how to say that. Dimitri out of Russia. There you go. The Pacers, who traded back for this pick, take a Lithuanian guy, power forward. Pick 27, the Pelicans take shooting guard Willie Thompson out of Iowa. The Celtics take point guard Floyd Cook. The Nuggets take Brian Elliott out of Indiana. Billy Baker, point guard from Memphis, goes here to the Timberwolves. The Warriors take shooting guard Juan Carlos Santiago out of Mexico. The Lakers, the last pick in the first round, take small forward Lamar Bennett. And we'll make this pick because we have the next one, top of the second round. And there is still Derek Carpenter, 100% scouted. A potential apparently. What about Gordon Weaver? Carpenter's better. We'll take him. Out of Memphis. And now we'll sim the rest of this draft and look at the summary and stuff and see what big name we can sign in free agency. So, our scout was correct on all accounts on Rudolph Marshall, who we should have had if I didn't make that stupid Spurs trade last offseason. 83 overall, 9 badges, 2-way, 3-level scorer, good on defense and offense, 18 years old. He's the next GOAT. He is. Spurs fans wondering why. Which makes no sense because he's not a bust. I can say that for sure. He has badges in 3 out of 4 categories. And just look at this guy. A+ potential still. That is insane. Alright, then Shane Ramsey. Look at him. Really good shooter. Scout was a little off on him, but the potential was correct, so I can't blame him. Jake Ward, B+ potential, not a good pick by the Jazz. He is decent overall though, but probably near his peak already. Fernando Chavez for the Wizards, A+ potential for them. Good for the Wizards. Itzy Garay, point guard, 78 overall, 1 Eurostash year, but he's good at a lot of things. But only B+ potential. Then CJ Blackwell, 79 overall, glass cleaning finisher, good scorer, good post defense, good rebounder, and A- potential. And then the pick that we traded for was Carson Evans. He has 3 stars. He is A+ 3-point, A- mid-range, B inside, point guard / shooting guard, 20 years old, and A potential. That's what I like to see. That's very solid. I like this pick a lot. Then you got McLeod, all these guys, mid to low 70s. Point guards were just taken every which way in this draft, man. It was insane. All right, let's go look at our other pick that we made. At the top of the second round. 74 overall. Derek Carpenter, 22 years old, 74 overall center, can come off the bench. And he has an all-NBA comparison to Zydrunas Ilgauskas, all-NBA. He can shoot. Not a good post defender or rebounder, which is concerning, but high potential. So, all in all, a good draft for us. Not what I wanted, obviously, but I'm going to sign Derek Carpenter to his deal. And we're going to advance here and go on to the next phase. Team player options. I'm not going to accept O.J. Williams. I am not. I don't think there's no way that he's going to have that much of an improvement where he's going to be worth having on the team, even if the salary is like $6 million. Portis accepted his player option. That's worth a good amount of money. And we're going to accept Benjamin's because he's not too bad. Alright, so players that are going to be available. The top player, according to this at least, is Porzingis. I don't really want him, not going to lie. There is Fred VanVleet, Malik Beasley. This can't be it. Well, I guess these are just player and team options. It's going to be guys who were just at the end of their deals and chose not to extend. So hopefully we get better people than this, because I'm not excited about that. Alright, qualifying offers. We're not going to offer this to Frederick Cisse. He barely played at all. Made no impact. And now we're at moratorium, and there is Nikola Jokic. Zion is restricted, but they're going to match that offer sheet no matter what. Ja is restricted. Clint Capella is also available. But Van Vliet, obviously we knew that. Brogdon. We need to go after Jokic. He's got 20 other offers. And I will pay him whatever this man wants, I swear. Option, player. This is the max that we can offer right here. This is the max offer. No trade clause, yes. I would never dare trade you, Jokic. Can we get Jokic on this team? He would be a massive pickup. Offer contract. Now, what other offers does he have? We are one of the top 3. The Pacers and the Nuggets have also offered. Nuggets, who he currently is coming off of a contract from that team. 5 years, $228. I might extend. Can I amend my contract? I can't. But you know, we'll see what he says. But in the meantime, I'll also make an offer for Clint Capella in case. He wants a huge deal as well. And we're just offered straight up. He doesn't have any other offers. So there's Brent Cage, Garland. We have one more offer to make on this, and then I'll stop cap holding different players. Van Vliet. We can try for Zion, but I know for a fact that they're gonna match whatever the top offer is. But we'll make those offers for the top, for 3 of the top 4, and hopefully Jokic comes over here to Las Vegas. All right, so here we go. Capella has agreed. Now we can wait because he's just agreeing in principle. I'm pretty sure we can withdraw this if we want to, if Jokic accepts. But I will agree to it just in case. We'll renounce rights to Kennard and to Williams and to everybody else that is hopefully not returning. And we'll advance. The Pelicans did match the offer sheet for Zion, and Jokic has chosen to go to the Pacers. So we will have Clint Capella. So that is a big pickup for us, no matter what. There's Porzingis. Could get him. And there's also Vucevic. He wants $31 million. He has 2 offers. Pretty bad offers, by the way. We can get Vucevic easily. And have 2. But, like, he's also a center, which is just like Capella. So, I don't know. Can he play? He's only ever played center. So, what about Capella? Can he play a small or a power forward? No, he can't. It's fine, though. It's fine. Brent Cage, though. No badges, but what team is he on? What team was he on? This guy was undrafted too. He was at 86 overall. He played for Boston for 1 year. He's been in the league for 1 year and averaged 7 points per game. How many minutes? 28. He can score. And he's got good post defense and rebounding. We got to make an offer for him. He is restricted though, but he wants a lot of money. But the Clippers and Spurs, the Celtics no way have enough money to match this. So I'll toss up an offer here. I don't know right now if I can even afford it, but I'll try. Just offer it to him straight up. Okay. We have 2 more offers. You can improve at shooting guard. So there is Terry Rozier and Malik Beasley. I think Rozier's better, even though Beasley's younger. I'll put up an offer for him as well, for Terry Rozier. And we'll advance. Rozier accepts, so we'll take it. And we'll keep going. The Celtics match the offer sheet with Brent Cage, but how? I mean, what's their cap stitch like? It's got to be insane. So, the Claws are going to get Porzingis. Wow. The Celtics signed Cage and Van Vliet. There's no way you have that much money. What about Tatum and Kemba and Jaylen Brown, man? There's no way you have that much money. There's no way. But anybody else that we anyway have enough money to do? I don't think we do. So we're just going to go. All right, so we have signed Clint Capella, and we've signed Terry Rozier. Both of whom will start, obviously. And Jokic goes to the Pacers. Zion returns to the Pelicans. Ja Morant returns to the Grizzlies. Porzingis to the Baltimore Claws, who were the 4th seed in this past year's playoffs. Vucevic returns to the Bulls. Cage returns to the Celtics somehow. I gotta check their cap table because they have paid so many people. Garland returns to the Cavs. RJ Barrett goes to the Mavericks on a $30 million salary over 3 years. Nico Mannion stays with the Warriors on a pretty sizable contract. Harrow stays with the Heat. Kobe White stays with the Bulls. Clark stays with the Grizzlies. Reddish stays with the Hawks, as does DeAndre Hunter. McCall Bridges heads over to the Hornets. Reggie Perry signs with the Nets. We get Terry Rozier. And Dylan Brand goes to the Pistons, as Leslie Leones goes to the Wizards. Alright, so we have a small amount of cap room, so we're just going to go to guys that we can afford. We have 10 players on roster right now. What kind of position do we need? I'm assuming power forward is a position that we need to we need to look at. We have 3 good centers on roster. That is the thing about this. We could trade Bobby Portis during the season if you wanted to. Who knows? We still have not seen yet how good our guys have progressed, our rookies. Point guard, I think we'll have to probably trade Derrick Rose and start Stan Curry, have Evans come off the bench and just stay as a point guard. That's fine with me. We could sign a shooting guard. We have no small forwards on roster because we did not keep O.J. Williams. At power forward, we have Edmund Benjamin and Rudolph Cunningham still. I think we're okay there. We could get a third. At center, we're fine. So, because we also drafted Derek Carpenter. So, we're going to go after 2 small forwards, a shooting guard, and probably a power forward. Most of whom will be on 1 year. Actually, all of them will probably be on just 1 year contracts. So, shooting guard first. No, small forward first. Let's do that. Sort by expected. Fred Ingram. What about system match? Who will play better? The best. There's Pat Connaughton. whoever is going to be here is probably going to start. So, Josh Okigi, can we actually give you this much money? I guess we can. Let's back out of this for a second. Go back to small forward. There's Alec Burks, Paul Watson. Ooh. Oh, he's restricted. What team is he on? He was on the Pistons and he barely played. I could try at least. Lower the steal by a little bit. Go like that. And then let's do packing on it. Why not? It's not a big deal. I mean, small contract. And then for shooting guard, let's try. I mean, they're going to be coming off the bench. Carson Edwards, possibly. Luke Kennard's still there. Seth Curry. Gustavo Nenoli. Ooh. Axel Tupain, is he actually this good of a shooter? Let's try it. Alright, those are the 3 offers we made. Service will sign. Let's see if they accept. If they match. They did not match. Okay, so we got a small forward. Let's advance one more time. Let's do it a few times, because now we're just signing guys to minimum deals, so it's not a big deal who we get, really. Pat Connaughton and Alex Tupain both accept, but we can't sign either of them, so we gotta find vet minimum guys. Hooray. We still need another small forward. So we gotta look at guys with the minimum expected amount of money. Look for a guy that's around like low 70s with a good system match. Admiral Schofield, Anthony Lamb. Paul Watson. James Ennis. Let's try for Paul Watson. I think we can offer this. I'm not sure. Let's offer the minimum. He declined the offer. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. Admiral Schofield. Can we... will he accept? Also go after a shooting guard on the Vetmin. Broderick Thomas. Tyler Davis. Jeremy Webb. Not bad at all. He's not good on defense though. But it's a guy that's going to come off the bench and get a good amount of minutes. So we got to get a better person to pay. Who's willing to actually take a minimum. I mean, let's try again for Tupain. They have not accepted yet. We do get Schofield. Tupain will sign. And now we have 13 players, so gotta get one more on roster. Let's get another small forward. Will Justin Jackson want to return on a minimum? I doubt it. What about Thornwell? Sindarius Thornwell. Paul Watson. Denied us last time. Declines again. Let's try Thornwell like the first time. on, just accept this. We have a rock. Come on, man, just take the deal. No one else. Okay. Finally, he accepts. All right, day 12. Let's go see who signed where. Van Vliet has not chosen where to go yet. Can we advance and check? Let me go look and see. Okay, so Kevin Herter to the Heat. Nerlens Noel the Kings. Gafford goes to the Mavs. Jordan Poole to the Jazz. The Spurs also get OJ Williams. So not only do they take that guy that I really wanted, they also get OJ Williams on a 1-year, 10-year deal. Wow, you guys just... Wow, that is a terrible deal for y'all. Great deal for Williams, though. Blazers get Kamagele. Diallo goes to the Lakers. Nasri, the Timberwolves. Lou Dort, the Wizards. Knicks get Pirtle. Magic, Troy Brown. Suns get Keldon Johnson. Hornets, Kevin Porter Jr. on a 1-year deal worth $20 million. Pacers get Fred VanVleet. Claws get Doumbeo. Malik Beasley goes to the Pistons. Thunder get Tristan Thompson. Clippers sign Jashawn Tate. Nuggets get Bruce Brown. Heat sign Otto Porter. Kings, Kevin Knox. Hachimura to the Rockets. A pretty big free agency overall for the entire league, I would say. And now we go to player progression, and I really hope that our players, our rookies from last year, really improved, because that would be really cool if that happened. All right, so Capella, Rozier, and Portis are past the point of progressing. Peterson is now a 79, and he has 5 badges. I can't remember if he had 5 badges before or if he had like 0. I think he does. I think he gained 5. He's got back down Punisher, deep hooks, put back boss, intimidator, and off ball pest. Stan Curry, now he gained 1 badge and went up by 5 from when we drafted him. So now he's a 77 overall now. He's a better shooter on all accounts. He's got A+ playmaking, better physicals, higher IQ. Is his potential really B+? It was A+ when we drafted him, though. There's no way. That's cap. That's cap. What does his player card say? Wow, okay. Well, you know what? Whatever, still. 20 years old, 77 overall. He's got badges in all playmaking. Dimer, lob city passer, needle threader, stop and go, flashy passer, pass fake maestro, tight handles. Rudolph Cunningham goes from a 75 to a 77. I think he gained 2 badges. All on defense. Pick dodger, pogo, stick, and trapper. I trained him in at least 2 of those. Benjamin goes up to a 76 overall at age 21. He's got 1 badge. I think he had that beforehand. I think all our guys got better at shooting and a lot better overall. Servetus goes up. Tupain goes up by 2. Derrick Rose goes down. We're gonna have to trade Derrick Rose. But yeah, I'm excited for the upcoming year. Still not have drafted any breakthrough players yet, but we do have our first round pick for this upcoming year if we're bad. But we greatly improved, I think, this season, and we'll go through this. Go through the NBA Summer League. And Las Vegas is your All-Star City selection this time, so we have the All-Star game here on the Strip, and that's pretty cool. And now training camps. And here is the thing. I'm gonna do untapped potential for Stan Curry because his potential regressed. I don't know if I don't know why it doesn't show the regression of the potential for players because it was A+ straight up out of the draft last year. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I'm gonna use it here. It's already a 77. If he can get much better in another year or two, then that is big time. So we do that, and now I want to do, where is our team lacking? Probably defense. Let's do big man defense on somebody. Capella is already a good inside defender. Peterson B+. I didn't see that last year. I don't think that's true, man. I'm gonna be honest. Rudolph Cunningham. Make him better down low. I think that's a good idea. And yeah, I mean, we'll do it. Better help defense IQ, better blocking, better interior defense. That needs to be higher. Better shot contest though, and better defensive consistency. Those are your camps, and we'll advance to the next season. All right, so we open the year against the Timberwolves. Their lineup looks like this: D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Jarrett Culver, Jaden McDaniels, and Karl Anthony Towns. And they got Naz Reid off the bench, Ty Jerome, former player for the Venom, Duncan Robinson, DeMar DeRozan off the bench, Billy Baker, a rookie, and Cheikh Diallo, as well as Lamar Stevens, Reggie Bullock, and that guy. So that's going to be our first game in the next episode and for this upcoming season. And next time out, we will look at the playbook. We'll edit who has what plays assigned to them. We'll edit the game plan. We'll edit our scoring preferences. We'll do all of that. And I'll try my best to get it set to the right thing. And we're going to be better this year. It's looking like it. And we'll keep a close eye on the Spurs because they not only have O.J. Williams, who I want to see how he does in the future, I want to follow the career of Rudolph Marshall. So the Spurs will be a team to watch. And we also play them December 16th. So I think that might be the second game that we watch to start the year. So first game is going to be against the Timberwolves. And that is the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Things went sort of our way, not where I thought it was going to go per se. But our team, you can't lie, has improved. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And I hope you guys have a great day.